August 10th, 30th AD, there are two widely held beliefs about Cleopatra, the legendary Queen of Egypt, who is said to have died on this day. First, that she was beautiful, and second, that she met her death by clutching a poisonous snake to her bosom. Unfortunately, neither fact is necessarily true. On her appearance, the ancient writer Plutarch reported that Cleopatra's beauty was not altogether incomparable, and that it was instead her mellifluous speaking voice and irresistible charm that made her so desirable. He might also have mentioned that she possessed a formidable intellect, spoke several languages, and had mastered mathematics, philosophy, oratory, and astronomy. She was described by Egyptian sources as a ruler who elevated the ranks of scholars and enjoyed their company. Unwittingly, she also provided the platform for one of the most expensive films in movie history, see below. The assassination of Julius Caesar in Rome led to events that caused the death of Cleopatra. Her demise came amid the Roman conquest of Egypt in 30 BCE and marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Macedonian Greek royal family that had ruled Egypt for 275 years. When her father Ptolemy XII died in 51 BCE, Cleopatra VII became co-regent of Egypt with her 10-year-old brother Ptolemy XIII. Members of the Ptolemaic dynasty often married within the family to preserve the purity of their bloodline, and Cleopatra was to marry both of her adolescent brothers, each of whom served as co-regent at different times. Historians say it is likely that Cleopatra's own parents were brother and sister, and certainly several of her ancestors married siblings or cousins. But Cleopatra didn't always keep it in the family. One of her great lovers was Julius Caesar, a relationship that resulted in a never-acknowledged son, Caesarion, for the Roman dictator. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, his adopted son Octavian began a power struggle for the Roman leadership, principally against the politician and general Mark Antony, who had been one of Caesar's close allies. Cleopatra was summoned to Tarsus, in modern Turkey, in 41 BCE by Mark Antony, and is said to have entered the city by sailing up the Cydnus River in a decorated barge with purple sails, while dressed in the robes of the Greek goddess Aphrodite. Antony and Cleopatra soon became allies and lovers. This eventually led to Octavian's advantage, as he was able to persuade the Roman Senate that Antony was a traitor under the sway of a scheming seductress, and in 32 BCE Rome declared war on Cleopatra. The conflict ended on September 2, 31st BCE with the naval battle of Actium, near Preveza in northwestern Greece. The engagement developed into a rout of Antony and Cleopatra's combined force of 230 vessels and 50,000 sailors, and the pair were forced to flee to Egypt, where they hunkered down in Alexandria. The following year, Octavian laid siege to the city and, hopelessly outnumbered, Antony surrendered. In the honorable Roman tradition, he committed suicide by falling on his sword. Octavian then told Cleopatra that she would be taken to Rome and paraded through the streets as a trophy of his victory. It seems the prospect of such humiliation was too much for the queen, and so, on August 10, 30th BCE, dressed in royal robes and reclining upon a golden couch, she ordered that an asp, Egyptian cobra, be brought to her hidden in a basket of figs. To Egyptians, the asp was a symbol of divine royalty, and Cleopatra believed that she would become immortal if she died by allowing one to bite her. However, a number of historians have cast doubt on this account of the queen's death, believing that she used a poisonous ointment or a vial of poison to commit suicide. As Plutarch admits, the truth of the matter no one knows. On This Day event is an educational project. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel.